Hey guys, it's Hannah here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited to share with you something that I've been wanting to share with you for quite a while actually, and there's never really the perfect time. I tend to be the person that always push up things, you know, because I know that I want to add, I want to do better, I want to change things, so I'll wait a little bit longer before I share. But with this, it's an evolving kind of project, it's an evolving thing, so I just gotta decide to share it. And today I felt really inspired and also inspired to film this video, so I'm finally sharing it. So what is it that I will be sharing, you might ask? Well, it will be two videos actually. In this first video I will be sharing with you my dream life planner setup. For me it feels like a project, my dream life project. So I started actually last year, but I restarted in January of 2021 to read this book right here. None other than Your Dream Life Starts Here by Christina Carlson of Kikki.K. Now this book is very special to me. Now I love Christina, she's a big inspiration. This was actually given to me by her, by Kikki.K, and it's signed by her. So I have a video, I'll remember to link it up here, I'll try to, of me actually unboxing. My reaction is pretty gold, if I can say so myself, in that video, because this is nothing I expected at all. It's extra special for me for that reason. So either way, then I bought the Dream Life Journal to accompany it, because they kind of go together. This planner was actually gifted to me also from Kikki.K when it was first released. I don't remember if I got it together with the book, but it might have been two different PR packages. But either way, being on the Planner Insider team, I've been super blessed to have Kikki.K partner up with me sometimes, which is super, super special. So I want to just share with you how I'm doing this journey and project, because it might inspire some of you if you already have the planner, if you have the book, or if you've been wanting to get any of these things, or if you just want to dream a little bit more, think about your dreams more. Of course, I personally recommend this book and planner and all the things, but maybe this video will inspire you to dream in other ways too that is not connected to any of these products. But if it is, I hope it inspires you to use your products and maybe give you some new tips and ideas. Either way, I will in this video go through my setup of the Dream Life Planner. I don't use this planner exactly how it's meant to be used. Then again, I'm not entirely sure actually exactly how it's meant to be used. It gives you instructions of every section and everything, but this was released, I think, like a couple years after the book was released, like as an addition. So the book says nothing about this, but this says lots of things about the book, if you know what I mean. Let's get into the setup, shall we? Alright, so here we go. The planner itself is this beautiful PU leather, so it is like, is it called embossed or debossed? I'm not sure. With a dream in the font that, you know, you see a lot throughout the Kikki.K inspiration range actually, because their Dream Life products go hand in hand with their inspiration range. It's a B6 size, and this Dream Life planner only comes in this size and color, but it is, like I mentioned, to accompany the book, to really plan out and work on your dreams in a more practical and focused way. So I have customized my planner and setup quite a bit according to how I wanted it to work for me personally. Now it might not work for everybody, but for me this so far has really worked, and I'm working on my dreams, or one of them specifically right now, and it makes me really happy. So every Saturday I have kind of dedicated for me to really dream. Usually on Saturdays around noon. Sometimes if it doesn't happen on Saturday, I do it on Sunday. But I take like an hour or as long as I need to read listen to a chapter in the book. I do the Dream Life exercise, and I also check in on myself with the dream in the planner. And then during the week, I check in with this planner, you know, whenever I need to. And I try to do it a little bit every day. I have like the books, I have the planner on my dining table. So every time I sit down for a meal, I see it. I call it my dream life lördag. Lördag in Swedish is Saturday. So that's kind of, but then again, I check in a little bit during the week. So it's really good to have it within my sight. Also, I want to mention that every item in this planner, unless said otherwise, I should say, is from Kikki.K. I wanted to honor Kikki.K with, you know, this planner as a gift to me, the book signed by Christina for me, you know, feels super special. So with this collection, with this kind of project and journey, I wanted to honor Kikki.K the best I could. So I decided to only use Kikki.K products in this planner. Like I said, once again, unless said otherwise. So I'm not going to mention where everything is from because it's Kikki.K. Some are newer collections, some are older. I'll try to remember to say the collections, but if I miss it, you know, it's probably Kikki.K at least. Now, let's get into the planner, shall we? So, here we go. She's a little bit chunky, this baby right here. Now, I have kind of tried to make this planner more on the functional side, but as you know, I love to decorate. I love to create pretty things that look good. I like to look at. It also makes me inspired. So I have stuffed the pockets a little bit. First here is, okay, so this text is actually not Kikki.K. I'll, you know, get that out of the way. This was from a notepad. Actually, since it's easier to show you, here it is. This is the notepad. There's the brand, as you can see. I just took one of the sheets. I fussy cut around the word, and then while I was laminating the dividers, as you'll see, I also laminated this little word because it says gold digger. It's gold. I thought it was perfect to fit. So I just wanted to have this little here as kind of inspiration. And then I have some washi samplers, or a little washi sample. None of these are Kikki.K, but I found these, I think I got from like AliExpress years ago. I think some of my first washi in my collection. I had it for a long time, but the style and the colors fit so well with this collection. I just had to use them in here, and it's also really practical because I do need washi sometimes, you know, when I create and stuff. Then I have stuck some, oh, let's see, I've done this pretty well. Maybe it will be difficult to get out. I did a little thing. I actually stuck, I made kind of like a washi card, but you know, to make it easier to get out, as you can see, I stuck these sticky notes on here that I wanted to have on hand. These I think are from the Inspiration range. These are from an older range that I'm not really sure what it's called. I wanted to use as much as I could from the Kikki.K Inspiration range, the newest one that is, I believe, still available on their site, because it matches with the style of the book. Then I have some more sticky notes here that are also from Kikki.K. Once again, Inspiration range. I don't remember what this range was called. It might have been called Ask Questions range. It was from my like first Kikki.K order ever, so yeah, pretty old. I've been buying Kikki.K since 2016. Then I stuck a little thing, you know, some things up here. I have a little paper clip from one of their newest collections, which is the Slow collection. This is just a little kind of like pink daisy looking flower embroidered, super pretty. I have it here as a little decoration. Then I have some more sticky notes. These are from the She Shines collection. It says Dream, you know, fit really well to have there, and the color really works too. And then these, once again, is from the same collection as some of those sticky notes. And this is just a little bit random, but this was a kind of self-made die cut, I guess. This was a sticker originally. This is a quote that I think Christina, she refers to it a lot, especially I've heard it referred to it like in her podcast, which I do listen to weekly. often in preparation for my Dream Life lördag on Saturdays. But I love this quote, and I have a lot of quotes, just a warning, in this setup, but I actually didn't find anything in the way I wanted to that had this quote on it. But I needed to have this quote in here somehow. I just knew I needed to have it here somehow. So then I decided to, when I found this that was kind of, you know, a leftover in my stash, I stuck it in there. So at least now I have it, even though you can't actually see it. But I know it's there, and I can always, you know, take a peek at it whenever I want to. Okay, so there's that. Those are the pockets. Now, do I have anything in here? Oh, I did. I always forget when I put things in the zipper pocket of my planners. I always forget what it is. Okay, so these are some extras. This is another one of those little DIY die cuts, just placing a sticker on some paper. And this is something I wanted to put in here, but then again, I didn't find a spot at the time, so I just stuck it in there in case I wanted to switch things up sometime. Now these are some little papers that were part of one of the Paper Lovers books from kikki.K that I had. So this was just perforated weekly goals, little checklists. And I thought they were fun because they also had like my reward here at the bottom. And you'll see I have some more of these in already. So these are like backup ones. You'll get to see how I use them soon enough. In here, I do have a couple things in this pocket. So the first thing is also really special. This is actually a card from Christina herself. So this card is beautiful, it says Dream Big. And this is actually the card that I received with the package with this planner. Super special card, you know, and I've had this card in this planner ever since I got it, even before I kind of customized it myself. It just belongs in here, I feel like. Now this was actually a kind of cool notebook that was also punched. It sat here originally. I don't really see myself using it as of now because I have other note sections, but I just liked having the yellow kind of peeking out because it also matched because I have the pen on this side, and I like, when I make setups, I like things to feel kind of balanced, if you understand what I mean, even with the colors. So I had yellow here, I wanted to have something yellow here, so either way, here's the dashboard. And this dashboard, I think actually, well, it's gold foiled all around, and I really like, you know, what it says. I went through all my kikki.K Paper Lovers book, you know, when I was setting up this planner. And anything that fit, either like color-wise, style-wise, text-wise, like what it actually says. And I had lots of different dashboards I could have chosen. This one just kind of stuck with me. Okay, so the back of it here, I stuck another little journaling card that says be a work in progress, which is a great reminder, and it's kind of nice that it's the first thing you see here. This came with a planner, which is like a kind of promise to myself that, like, I, Hannah, am committed to making my dream life a reality. And you sign it and you put a date. And that way you know that, well, no, but you give a promise to yourself, you know, that this is serious, you know, I'm gonna do this and I will not let myself down. So then we have some instructions that says how you can use your planner, I think. And I love that there's so many inspirational quotes all throughout. That's one thing I love about kikki.K in general, because I've always been a lover of inspiration and inspirational quotes and inspirational people. And then it just have instructions here of how to use the different sections. I have changed the sections a little bit. I don't have them all the way, some of the same, and some are used the way they're supposed to, but I've also customized some of them to work for my needs. So it just have lots of instructions, but it's great, and I keep them in here in case I get confused about something. So the dividers I made out of papers from the Paper Lovers book. Actually, this one that is from the latest inspiration collection. It's been the same for a couple years now though, but this is like the colors you see throughout the kind of Dream Life and inspiration, you know, collection. So I wanted to use these striped patterns. I was so lucky that there were so many different colors, except for the last one. I traced the original dividers, and then I made them into, you know, onto the paper, and I laminated it myself. And then I wanted to find a journaling card that I thought would fit for the section, or you know, fit the style and color of the divider as well. So I have to say I love how the dividers came out. It just fits so well. And then here I did a thing, because there were so many great B6 sized kind of journaling cards in my different Paper Lovers books. Like I said, I had trouble choosing which one to have for my, you know, dashboard here. But I decided, why have one dashboard? I decided to have a dashboard for each section in order to get the most inspiration possible. And I tried to match it to the color. You see gray here and gray here. So once again, a great quote. So this one is about dreaming. I haven't really done this, because this, I believe, these exercises I have done in the journal. The second section or divider is the Dream Life area. Now, I think they had like 3 dividers for this, like area 1 and 2 and 3. I have decided to focus on one dream at a time. And this one is pink, which is my favorite color, as you know. So it inspires me to check. This is kind of like the tab I go to the most. This one and goals is one I go to, and I'll explain more about that. But either way, it's pink and I love it. And here we have another gorgeous pink journaling card. I think this was from the Thrive collection. But my dream that I'm focusing on right now is home. As you can see, my home. And something, I kind of mentioned this in my 2021 resolutions video, which I'll try to remember up here once again. I started this project kind of, well, it was the summer of 2020. So I've been kind of going at it for many months now. And my goal is to feel kind of finished by June 1st of 2021. So then I'll have done this for a whole year, but I'm only doing the Dream Life part as of like January of 2021. So for 6 months, I did it without any of this, and now I'm doing it more focused and in a different way with the Dream Life. So what is it really? So I have been a hoarder, honestly, in a lot of ways throughout most of my life. I've always been a collector of pretty things, and there's lots of things that have changed in my life, and I decided that, especially the things that I don't use anymore and that I don't find joy in anymore, and old things, I want to make my everyday and my life simpler by having less belongings. That's the biggest really thing here. So here there was an exercise. You could rate where you're at and where you want to be. One thing I loved about this section is that it included these thicker pages so that you could create your own vision board. Now I think you're supposed to maybe draw, add pictures and stuff on here, but it's so small. I wasn't really sure. And you know, I also kind of talk a little bit about my dream home, but with this dream, I try to focus more on where I'm at right now. What can I do with what I have? How can I make the best of what I have? And emotionally, to really get to the point that I want. So I've written down some things, like to remind me, just with sticky notes, so I can move them around and add things as I go. And then on the back here, I added some quotes. Actually, most of them are from the cleaning queen herself, Marie Kondo. She does say a lot of clever things, honestly. I actually flip to this page quite often when I don't feel inspired to work on my dreams, and some days when I'm too tired, or of course I need to give myself a break sometimes. But like I have an extra hour and I know that I could be doing something small, but I feel uninspired, but then I flip to this page and usually I'm inspired right away. And this is a really good one. I love this one actually. To put your things in order means to put your past in order too. Especially going through like old childhood things, that has really stuck with me. And also this one, the best way to find out what we really need is to get rid of what we don't. And this is also a quote that I remind myself a lot of, because what I've taken on really is a journey and a process, and sometimes it brings up a lot of emotional things too. So sometimes I need to take it slow and also not be too hard on myself. Here I'm supposed to, and I have, as you can see, you're supposed to write down what your dream is, which I have summarized here, as you can see, as minimize my belongings for a calmer life. And I wanted to add some more, so I stuck in this little paper here to kind of finish, you know, what I wanted to have. Now, I know that this dream might feel, it's very practical and it's kind of boring. It's not like, I want to become a world champion at skiing or whatever, you know? But for me, this is a big deal. Being a person that connects a lot of emotion and a lot of memory to physical items, and that have always loved different, well, things, stuff. This is a big deal for me personally because of that. Okay, so then there is a master action list, and this one I refer to a lot as well. You're just writing down every single thing you can think of that you need to get done in order to get to the goal, finish the dream. And I also have, these are super, super cute little pom-pom paper clips. I think they came with a cute collection a couple years ago from kikki.K. They're so cute and I love to have them in here. Then here, I never understood this exactly. It's my 7 key SMART actions. So based on what you've done before, you're supposed to pick 7 things out of your master list to focus on and give it like a due date. And then when you're done with those, you do the next 7, and then you do the next 7, and the next maybe. Like, you have many of these sheets. But I didn't understand the concept when I first started this. So I haven't exactly been following through as I've said here. I kind of refer to this one more. Okay, so that was a heavy section. I promise I won't go into detail as much in the others because this is the one I refer to the most. I mean, this is where this is the section that holds my dream and my reasons behind it, my inspiration to continue and all of that. So here we have the 3rd section and divider, which is called reflection. This is a kind of peachy colored paper. Love it. Here I snuck a little, this was also on an old vision board. I found this when I was going through some things in my office. It says remarkable is a choice. I didn't really have a specific place for it, so I just took a paper clip and snuck it in there, so at least it's in here. And then I have another little dashboard. I love actually having all of these inspiring dashboards and quotes every time I open up a section. And it also really inspires me to just flip through the planner. I do refer to this planner a lot. Maybe not daily, but many times a week I do go through it, and I do enjoy working with it a lot. Now, this was a section that was already in the planner. Monthly reflection. It says some things about that. I have done about 2 months so far. So this was January. It was a little bit messy because this is when I started up everything, so it was me a lot just getting into the book, getting into the system, and the journey just started, you know. But then, well, actually today, as I'm filming this video, I did February's. This was a more structured month, which feels good. I hope March will feel the same once I get to it. And then the 4th section, it's yellow. Yellow is my 2nd favorite color after pink, so I love that there's so much yellow in the Dream Life, you know, collection and the book and everything. I think it's Christina's favorite color, so that's awesome. Either way, here is another divider and quote. And on the back here is that I said I have some more of these little weekly goal things. And I created this little folder. This one was a DIY in the Paper Lovers book too. I just have them in there so I can easily find them. And I forgot to say, this section is called goals. And just like it sounds like, this section is where I have goals and weekly goals. Now these, I have these weekly goal tracker inserts. They did not come with this planner, but I received them from kikki.K with the actually very first ever B6 planner that, as a planner insider, I was actually part of helping to design and create. So these inserts are kind of a little bit special, but I thought they would be perfect to have in this planner. I guess this is kind of the first section that I've added on my own that wasn't already in here. I do have the master to-do list, you know, in this dreaming section, and then there are the smart actions, which I guess all of this should be enough, but I like to have it a bit more focused. So I've been trying this out at least. So every week I set up what are the top focus for this week. And here is sometimes where I use these little things, because sometimes here is where I kind of almost refer to this planner as the actual, like a planner. I like to have this to refer to, like, if I want to do something, any little thing every single day to get closer to my dream, what do I need to do? So then I just have some weekly goals. But I like this one here because it says my reward. So this week my reward was salted caramel ice cream, which is my favorite ever. So I didn't allow myself to eat salted caramel ice cream until, well, I didn't need to finish all of them, I think, but at least I needed to do something. But it did make me want to, like, do one more thing, and then you'll get the ice cream. And when I did get the ice cream, it does kind of taste better when it is a reward and not just something you give yourself anyway. Either way, I did the same the week after that. And one thing, one of the goals that I have in my section, one of my dreams, I guess you could say, when I have the vision board, is like that things are well organized and I have less items, so cleaning is quick and easy, it says here, for example. Of course, I'd rather be doing other things with my time than cleaning. But one thing that I've been wanting to make it more fun and easier to clean and quicker is to get myself a new vacuum cleaner. My goal here, because I started selling some collectibles online, and my goal was when I reach a certain amount of money, I'm gonna order myself a new vacuum cleaner. So this week I sold the things. So my reward was to order the vacuum cleaner, which is a big success, and something I feel proud of, actually, that it was a lot of work to post things online, sell them, and then pack and ship, and there's struggles, honestly, to sell things online. Anybody who has an online shop, or that, you know, have to do that whole process, man, I have a lot more respect for you now than I did before. And I just sold a couple of things. I mean, that wasn't even, I can't even imagine the struggles you must face as a shop owner. Either way, so these inserts are actually great to help me focus more, like every single week. What do I do? You know, one step closer. Any step closer, no matter how small or big it is at least one step closer. That's what I try to focus on. All right, then we have the let's see, it's a fifth divider with this gorgeous kind of mint turquoise color, which I love. This one says results, because here is what I track what I sold. So everything I've sold I add here, and that's why it says results, like, because, you know, I do the work, I photograph the items, I list the items, I write a description, and then when a buyer comes, luckily, then you know, there's all the shipping process and packing and all of that. So here, you know, when I'm actually able to put things down here that, yes, I sold this on this date for this amount of money, that feels really amazing. Then I have a new section here where I add, well, I'm starting a new one because this was like, this is what I'm gonna sell in order to buy the vacuum. And now I've bought the vacuum. Works great, by the way. I've tried it out already. I actually don't know what my next goal is. I didn't think I would get to the vacuum this fast. I feel really lucky, but I need to figure that out. Works really well to have like a carrot, you know, you can, you know, yeah, this is actually what I'm working for because this is gonna help me in this way, and not just, I'm gonna make lots of money, but like, so what are you gonna do with the money? It's just gonna be there? You know, that, for me, that's not enough of a carrot. This was great because it's something that would also help me achieve my dream even more, to make it easier to keep my home clean and organized the way I want. So I just have more of these. These are great inserts for that, you know, doing the numbers on the grid inserts. These are also from Kikki.K. And 6 divider here is blue, as you can see. I try to match the card with this. I'm a matchy girl, as you know. I like match my colors. This is just notes. And honestly, I haven't actually used this section, but as I was filming this video now, I realized that if I need more space, let's say for the goals section, or the reflection or results or whatever, if I need more space to write, I could just take one of these and put into my goal section so that, let's say, I write here and then I have an extra just note paper here. So it's good to have a section where I just keep some note paper because they're always, you know, handy to have on hand. Last section says etc. And here I just keep anything that isn't related to the other sections. Here is a quote card. It's kind of bold, but it's from, I believe it's Dr. Seuss. Yeah. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where to go. The only thing I don't like about this one, it says you're on your own. I would like to add you're not on your own. Being a Christian, being a believer, I always believe that, you know, Jesus is on my side, so I never really feel on my own, or I try to remember that I'm not on my own. So that's the only thing I would want to change here. Otherwise, it's a great quote to kind of get you going, you know? Like, you're a thinking human, just do it, kind of. So firstly here, this is also from the Slow collection, super cute little butterfly. I found this notepad actually. Let's see if I can show you. It's a good thing I'm in my office where I keep all my stationery. This notepad, I don't know what this collection was called, I don't remember, but it's B6, it's a B6 notepad, so all of these pages are B6. So I just took a bunch of them, I punched them, and I put them in here. I just really thought that these prompts fit. Like this, it does say this. I mean, Christina says this all the time. What would you do if you knew you could not fail? And think, write, and dream. And just, they also had some gold foiling, which is super pretty. I think this collection was called Ask Questions. So I just thought if I feel inspired and I want to write something down that is, you know, related to my dreams or dreaming in general, or something from the book I want to memorize. As you can see, I don't, I haven't used them. I kind of forget that they're here. But at least I have them here and they're pretty to look at. So I guess that's good, but I need to be better at using them too. So there's just a bunch, all of them are different, which is kind of cool too, to use as note paper. And then I have a plastic zipper pocket, also from Kikki.K. I chose the striped one since stripes is kind of a theme here, you know. And in here I just keep some little things that I wanted to have in here, but they didn't really fit anywhere else. And I found this card as I was going through some old boxes. That was a freebie, I believe, from Kikki.K with an order years ago. And then I have, oh, it's kind of stuck together here. These are some kind of leftover journaling cards that I didn't end up finding a space for in this planner. but I do like them. And sometimes I just flip through the planner for inspiration. So I like to have pretty things in here, even though like it's not in use, if you know what I mean. And then I also, well, I had some sticky notes. These were part of the Inspiration Paper Lovers book as well. There were 3 of these little clouds. It says write down your dream and then just dream big. Oh, they said different things. Oh, that's nice. Either way, I think they're really cute, and I guess I could use them, you know, but so far I haven't used them, as you can see. So just kind of keeping some little knickknacks in there. Sometimes I reorganize things in the planner and change things up a little, and then it's good to have all the things related to it in the planner. At least I like that personally. And then I have stickers here that came with the planner. As you can see, these are the colors, and it is the colors like of the inspiration range. You can really see here that it all matches super well, which I love. And then this was for the planner section, I think. I took out the planning section because I don't use the planner in that way. And some more things that would be great for the planner section. But I keep the stickers in here anyway. They're cute. This is a page lifter or a dashboard that I just made. But then I actually added in another page lifter or dashboard, which is one of these actually from kikki.K, from another B6 planner. It's like a plastic, really quite thick dashboard or page lifter. And I actually use this one as backing whenever I take out a page. Let's say when I do my goal setting, I take a page out and I put it on my table. Usually I sit and I dream and I do all of this at my dining table. That table, I can't like write on it directly, also because I have like a tablecloth on, so I need to have something underneath. So this is great. So I just take a paper and I have this one underneath so that I can actually write. Then this is the end, guys. This is the notepad that came with the planner that I decided to keep in here. And I have the pen. This pen is from the Inspiration collection, but it's bright yellow. It fits super well. And I love these pens. It's my favorite ones to write with. So I use this pen a lot. This is the one I use to write everything in here. And that is my dream life planner setup. It's quite stuffed, as you can see, with the rings. But I pretty much use every section. Some sections more than others, some not yet. Some are just more for inspiration purposes. But honestly, it might be my favorite planner right now, only because it really brings me joy using it and dedicating time to dream every single week. And I'm just really into this whole process right now, listening to the podcast, reading the book, and doing the exercises, and then working on my own dream. It just, when this dream is done, hopefully by June 1st, which is my goal or deadline, I will start it all over with a new dream. But maybe I'll take a little break in between, we'll see. Either way, I love this concept right now, and I love that I have the time to do it as well, because that's something I realize that's a privilege I have right now, based on other circumstances, but which is also why I want to take my chance when I have the time to work on this, work on me, work on my home, get my house in order. Because you never know when other things happen in life and switch things kind of all around, rocks the boat. And not that I could ever prepare for it, but in a way I feel like I am preparing for my own future. It's a process for sure, but I'm really glad I'm doing it now. And I'm so thankful to have these tools to inspire me to go through it. So, yeah, I know that was quite a long video. I did not intend it for it to be that long, but even though this is a pretty planner setup, it's mostly a functional one, and it's a practical one that I use every week and almost every day, and I refer to it many times a week. and I love doing so. And I've just been so excited to share it with you. I'm so glad I'm finally doing it. I hope you had the patience to, you know, sit through it with me, and that it was, I really mostly, first of all, I hope that it's been helpful to you, to give some sort of inspiration, motivation. If you have read the book, if you started any sort of dreaming journey yourself, please reach out to me, write in the comments or message me on Instagram. I love talking about these things right now. And I know that there's also Facebook groups where you can connect with other dreamers. Christina herself has a Facebook group. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I'm pretty sure she links to it in every single podcast she does, because she talks about it in every new podcast that she releases. And there you can connect with others. And I also know that my friend Desley Jane Plants is working through this and has her own group. As if you want to join that, I'll try to remember these things to link in the description. So if you're here and have the patience to sit through this whole video, thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.